Arena Studio. Alright, what do we got today? So, we've got an Arena Studio that's been built by Wigles20. So, let's go ahead and just have a bit of a look to see what we're up against. So, this one here, we've got a black wall, a red wall, a light-in booth, spike wall, white wall, and LED wall. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and start with the wall we came in against. So in our radical today, been a while since it's been pulled out to be driven, and let's go check this out. Okay, I'll see what it does. So it's given that, what's the word, silhouette. But yeah, no, that. Now, I think, do we want a bit more light? Yeah, we want a bit more light. So definitely we're about to get a little bit more light out of these, I think. For now, we'll just run with this particular setting. Alright, so something like that. Looking pretty good. So definitely I like what they've done with the paneling on the back in particular. The square light boxes really work well, and also give a little bit more detailing behind on the photo. Alright, let's zip to the next one. So the red wall. How square is that? Ah, yeah. And got to congratulate Wiggles on the lighting. That lighting works so well. This is really well done, this one. Now, so again, depending on the color of the car that you're driving, will depend on how well the backing will work. I don't think the red's going to suit as well to this car. Drop in the comments if you think it does. I don't think it works as well with it. But again, you may want to fiddle with the color settings a bit. In this case, we'll just see if anything else fires it to make it look better. That one looks pretty cool. Natural. Still a bit darkened. Saturation makes it pops a bit. This one works. So something like this. Now, of course, you could go on different angles as well if you wanted. It just depends what you're really after on the shot. You know, something like that you might want to go for. Obviously, there's limitations as to how far you can go because the wall's obviously cut off at a certain point, but that's all good. Let's go check out this one here. I'm really keen on seeing how this one looks. I'm also a big fan of the spike wall. Roll back carefully. Perfect, I think. All right. That works out well. It's a little off center, but you know what? I'll take it. It's always a challenge not getting tire marks on there. Now, we've got standard. that works well. So you can go for the aggressive, just like right on front shot like that. Go for the wide shot. You could put a bit of a tilt on it probably. Something like that works because you're going to get the depth of the ceiling light as well involved. And you could even try to go for both sides, see which side you prefer. It's really just going to depend on what you're trying to go for on the shot ultimately. Something like that. So far, this particular photo studio is really well done. And now what we can do, I'll get these spikes done, white wall and LED wall done. Then we'll just check it against a normal wall in here as well, because I'm curious to see what that would even look like. How close am I? Yep, this should work. Okay, now, how are we going to use these spikes to our advantage? Something like that. Actually, that works. That is perfect. So you could go straight on shot if you wanted. That there though really captured the wall plus the front aggressiveness of the car. So we're going to run with that, but this is definitely giving you an idea what the map has to offer. Now this particular one, how are we going to work it? I know what we'll do. Carefully roll this forward. So this car I'm driving is an X-Tune. So half my battle is trying not to smash into stuff. Like that. But on the upside, you can always rewind. How close is that? Just gonna run with that. For the sake of the video, we'll just use that. Actually, that worked out really well. Okay. So again, using those light boxes at the back, this is the type of effect that we're going to get. That is really effective. Ooh. I'm actually loving this map. It's pretty good. Okay, let's just get rid of that. Something like that. And this is what we can get out of it. Excellent. Now, obviously, you could again go straight on. Many options, but it is just dependent on what you want out of this. But so far, there's some versatility in this map. And I'd say I'd be putting this one up here with the Photo Studio 2, sort of. I've had so much usability out of. And if you haven't seen Photo Studio 2, it's in my playlist. It's a solid, just stark white walls, like a photo setup. Now, this one here is all about the LEDs. See if we can make something pop with this. Ooh, now, how are we going to make this work? Okay, this one definitely is the definitely the challenge. Vintage, high. This one's got a little bit more tougher to manage with the lighting like that. I reckon a darker wall back there with the lights may have played better. But we're going to go with the vintage. This so we can use the pattern off the wall. Vintage actually does give it a pretty good... This will allow for the... Yep, perfect. Alright. Actually pretty happy with that shot. Again, so with a bit of fiddling you can see you can try and make something out of something that may look a bit tougher. And again, you can clean these photos up in after applications as well, whether it be on a phone app or a PC. It's just personal choice. So, alright, well now, as I said, we're going to try against just one of the normal walls here. I'm curious to see, does this give any result as well? Of course it will give a result, but what type of result are we going to get? Because these walls are also quite unique. Okay, so bear in mind all we've got is the lighting above, really. Through the settings. Yep, that's okay, yeah, definitely you can get a photograph off those walls as well and make it look solid. Something like that. So that just gives you a rough idea. Alright, well, on that note, let's go ahead and leave this area. That there was a Photo Arena Studio by Wigles20. I applaud you, Wiggles, on that one. It's a basic setup in one sense, but you would have spent a lot of time setting those lights up for sure, getting the correct angle in on them. That is solid. I highly recommend people to go and check this one out if you're into photo photography. In my photo maps list, we also have the Photo Studio 2 from... I've had it in the system for so long. You'll see it, Photo Studio 2. Thumbnail is a Photo Studio setup. That one there is a solid straight up studio itself, like a portrait studio, which is stark white walls, no marks, nothing. So you can put a car in there and it'll just be a crisp image of a car. Again, highly recommend checking that one out. It's my favorite, and I haven't seen anyone better than Photo Studio 2, in all honesty, for God knows, like a year and a half, 2 years, whatever it's been. No, I haven't seen anyone better than that Photo Studio map in the sense for a basic white studio shot. So worth checking out also. On that note, thank you for watching, and Wiggles again, I tip my hat. everyone, check this map out. You won't be disappointed. All right, catch you.